another European trophy to add to Euro 2016 with the first Nations League trophy. Holland might have something to say about that. We talked about the two main protagonists, Jamie, but who else are you looking forward to seeing in that Dutch team?
Frenkie de Jong. I spoke on Thursday about him being the best midfield player in the world, and I stand by it. I think in years to come he's going to show us what he's all about. He's such a classy, cultured footballer. If you like football and you like seeing someone run a game in midfield, just watch this guy.
Extra impact substitute Quincy Promes. Jesper Cillessen wins his 50th cap in goal. There's that peerless pair in central defence. Gini Wijnaldum proved to be the most energetic player on either side in Guimarães on Thursday, while Tottenham target Steven Bergwijn holds off the challenger Promes to play in that front three. Well, two of Europe's foremost forces and two of the current game's outstanding individuals. One of the all-time greats against, by common consent, the best around at his job at the moment. Who will prevail here in Porto tonight? Drag out. And we've already pinpointed Alan Smith where we expect the key battle to be. What do you think the key aspects of it will be?
Well, where he plays for a start off, whether it's going to be through the middle or from the side. You wouldn't want to stand up against Van Dijk or De Ligt. You would want to maybe play as a false nine, whatever you want to call it, to give them something different to think about.
Well, it may not be the climax that most at home wanted, but it certainly could be a final to savour. A climax to a tournament greeted with tomato. And on again, Nelson Semedo. Oh. Corner in the end.
Well, just when it looked like that attack had run out of steam, they get a second opportunity.
Guerrero. Ronaldo. Away from Denzel Dumfries. It's opened up. Another effort on target. And they continue to ask the questions. Bruno Fernandes once more. Bernardo Silva. Oh, and it was a very important challenge by De Jong. Just did enough there. Bernardo Silva. Nelson Semedo. Oh, it falls away. Bernardo Silva again. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he's not getting any closer.
Well, you see from the expression of Bernardo Silva, they'll feel, the Portugal lads, they should be ahead by now. The positions they've got into, the opportunities they've had. It's not like they've...
Bruno Fernandes. William Carvalho. Rafael Guerrero up there. Van Dijk in charge of the situation.
Played some slick football though. Better than...
It crept out of play, it didn't. That's on by Depay. Balls away of Bernardo Silva. He's got help. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that's 3 shots on goal he's had now, Fernandes.
He doesn't seem too bothered about that. He does like a superstition, Fernando Santos. Bernardo Silva cut off at the pass there by De Ligt. Is there something in store for him again here? Rafael Guerrero. Ronaldo! Well, the flag went up. Cillessen able to react, but it wouldn't have mattered.
I said he'd see encouragement at the set pieces. He's
Blind standing up to the challenge. Bruno Fernandes!
Safety from Silerson.
Yeah, lovely effort. You could see what he was trying to do. Maybe hit it with a better cut on it. Certainly a bit of dip. But he has been the busier keeper, Silerson. No doubt about that.
Is there something in store for him again here? Rafael Guerrero. Danilo on the charge. Here is Ronaldo. Van Dijk close at hand.
And he couldn't resist that one when it bounced up in front of him.
De Ligt. Ruben Dias ahead of the game. Pressure may yet pay, but it's a foul on Gonzalo Guedes by Steve. That's very loose, and Bergwijn now can pick it up. Depay on hand, may not need him, but crucial challenge by Dias.
Well, they were outnumbered there, the pair, but Depay made up.
And the Dutch were triumphant by 3 goals to 0. As Ronald Koeman said, De Ligt stopped Ronaldo then. Dealing with the raid of Gonzalo Guedes there.
Well, he's whacked into the audience, has he there? It's time to follow through.
Bruno Fernandes. Now Bernardo Silva. He's going to take aim again. William Carvalho's presence could have made life very awkward for Silerson there.
Just needed the slightest of touches there, Carvalho. And I think he would have scored. But it's hit with a lot of force and can't quite manage to get a touch. He tries.
Not identical, but similar to the scenario Haris Seferovic had at the other end of it.
Ronald Koeman wasn't having any of it.
He certainly won't use it as an excuse. This is Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes, and in the way is Daley Blind.
Yeah, nice play. Moving the ball across the pitch. A little bit of space for him to run into. You've got to be careful if you're Daley Blind, keep your arms down.
And a critical game-changing impact in the semi-final. But Portugal building here. And Bruno Fernandes takes aim.
Then 5-4, but then again, many coaches would.
Pavel hoping to get away. As Bruno Fernandes fouled.
Need a performance off him tonight. I thought he was a little under par against England. They've submitted as much in his press conference this week. But I tell you what, Switzerland had loads of possession too.
Martin de Roon, a key but often unheralded figure in midfield, conceding the free kick. Because only 2 centre-backs are on the pitch. Well, Portugal with less possession are certainly causing the greater threat. Ronaldo warming the hands of Jasper Silerson. Bruno Fernandes always fancying an effort on goal, and no wonder with 33 to his name at club level this season. But at half-time in the UEFA... Played as a wing-back, even as a full-back, as well as sometimes an out-and-out striker this season.
Well, it certainly had an impact when he came on against England. Really did make a difference, gave them something. Santos, I'm sure it was all about Ronaldo and his hat-trick last match. He stepped aside. There's some other heroes taking centre stage here. But still time for the Dutch.
Depay. Van Dijk to retrieve it. The clock ticking down for the Dutch. Dumfries. Portugal free kick, more frustration. Luke de Jong giving them a different aspect since he's come on. There's a booking here. Looks as though that is a definitive change. This is Rafa Silva. Beautifully away from Frankie de Jong. But not from Denzel Dumfries, who will receive a bit of further punishment here.
Rafa Silva shown his ability with the ball on his feet, really just moved quickly across the turf. Good close control. In view of it.
Here it goes. So he's slowly moving back towards his feet. Ball in from Promes.
I don't know what Guerrero, the left back, was doing up there, centrally on the edge of the box.
What a chance on here for Nelson Semedo. Well again, and this is Rafael Guerrero. Non, he'll go. Oh, and Jean Moutinho goes down. Bench baying for a penalty. Bernardo Silva. And here's Ronaldo. Rafa Silva.
I don't know what Guerrero, the left back, was doing up there, centrally on the edge of the box.
What a chance on here for Nelson Semedo. Well, De Ligt into Depay. Should have the matter in hand.
Yeah, positive start by Holland. I'm sure Ronald Koeman would have had one or two words to say to try and invigorate them.
Blind delivers. Oh, and Van Dijk was in there. Kept it alive here. De Jong!
Well, a more than decent chance for the substitute. Maybe come a little early in his time on the pitch. Well, you've always taken a chance. Diaz there with two arms round his head.
Playing at times a very unfamiliar role. And he's matched him. And up he goes. Van der Beek! Oh, and Rui Patricio, in the end, only turning it behind, and the Dutch appealing.
Well, he's got his hand to his ear, the referee.
It's trailed against England, but they equalised before they could enact that plan. And decided they didn't need to. Oh, brilliant effort from Bruno Fernandes, but straightforward in the end for Silerson.
Got a good shot on him, hasn't he? He's had about 4 or 5 out there tonight.
Here they come again, the Dutch. Depay. Blind. Promes. Oh, and Derone coming onto it. Oh, an opportunity to at least test the goalkeeper.
Yeah, just to keep it down. Coming onto it.
Moved places in Sochi ahead of the Uruguay defeat in the World Cup, and he with that a share of the blame. Bernardo Silva trying to make his way through.
It's a hard man to stop, Bernardo Silva.
Rafa Silva being ushered forward by Fernando Santos to come on for Portugal. And over Dumfries' head again.
Well, being frustrated. I don't know why Depay's taking that. You'd want him in the box, surely.
Here's Promes. He's well outside at the moment. Derone. Over on the far side is Daley Blind. Promes. Blind again. Dumfries was in there. And it's Ruben Dias who got there for Portugal. Depay. Flag up.
Slowly responded, the Netherlands turned up the heat. Looking more dangerous. selfish balls to teammates.
Promise will get there. Daley Blind, in comes Denzel Dumfries, and Rafael Guerrero made it his. Free kick awarded in his favour. Jose Font. Back up against Cristiano Ronaldo.
Has been happy to...
Van der Beek again. Oh, and Rui Patricio able to gather, but Memphis Depay rising there, and that was certainly a nervous moment for the majority here.
He's done well to get down quickly there.
He contributed richly to it as well.
Yeah, we should be coming into the best part of the match now, really.
Donny van der Beek. There'll be a corner. Van der Beek, another much coveted Ajax talent. Oh, great work by Guedes. Bernardo Silva. Guedes! Breakthrough! An outpouring of joy in Porto. Portugal strike first in the Nations League final.
And what a strike it was as well from Guedes. Beautifully struck. Right in the corner it appeared to be. The little nutmeg here that opens up the gap. It's not an easy chance by any means, and Cillessen might feel he could have done better here. But Bernardo, like he did in the last match, he picks out the pass, the right one. That left hand of Cillessen not strong enough.
Gonzalo Guedes, the man who impressed. Break is on. Until that moment. Well, very, very significant challenge there from Steven Bergwijn, and a fair one.
Yeah, he made some ground there to get fairly close to it.
Drone came out the winner. Blind to Depay. Oh, thought he'd recovered, but Depay will get there. Oh! And Rui Patricio in the end turning it to safety. Determination from Depay.
Yeah, Jose Font was in charge here, but he allows Depay to slip past him again. And nearly made...
Oh, have they sprung the trap here? Bernardo Silva. Oh, an urgent action from De Ligt.
You don't often see that happen. There's a big gap down that right-hand channel. He knew he was onside.
Here's Danilo into Ronaldo once more. And for the way of Depay. Ronaldo is onside. The flag has stayed down. But Rui Patricio produces when he needed to.
Yeah, the flag's gone up now. He always waits these days, the linesman, for the move to play out. It's a really frustrating move, I think. Because you never quite know. He probably knew, Ronaldo, but he's just got to go ahead with it and try and finish it off.
Bergwijn. Cry of Stevie from Quincy Promes. And they've made an inroad here, Bergwijn. Well, immediately it's looking brighter.
I think Portugal would certainly have expected that as well. I know that Holland would not.
Aye. Oh, and Luke de Jong, it will fall to Blind. And that's Rui Patricio's, and one of the biggest cheers of the night.
It will.
The Nations League crown belongs to Portugal. Gonzalo Guedes, the man stealing the limelight.